Hey guys, Dib the Awesome here. Sorry about the, if you're now just watching this video, if you weren't there for, the actual stream day, uh, sorry. First off, sorry, inconvenience. I had to take my dog out, and I kind of just disconnected. I couldn't have both the best worlds at the end. I had to either take, continuing the stream, or taking my dog out. I chose taking my dog out. I don't want to clean up the messes, so that's just what I had to do. I'm sorry about that. But anywho, so yeah, this is DigimonLinks. Let's just start over from the old scratch. Let's start them from 0 and go all the way to 100%. So yeah, this is DigimonLinks. This is basically what I've been, the event that's the current event for this week. I've basically blew the whole week off. I basically played this for a straight up week. I'm not going to do these kind of events for the longest of time now, or just I'm going to take a huge break. You got to take a huge break when you do this, or when you have to dedicate your time to this event in particular, just because of how the game is. There's actually only 13 minutes yet, so we're just going to get into a game here as I talk about said experience for this event. In DigimonLinks, this is a very grindy game. If you hate grindy games, don't play this game. Don't play this game. For me, I guess you could say for me, it's the power of nostalgia. I like Digimon, and to see all these cool Digimon, I'm like, yes, I'd like to play this game. And earn myself a competitive spot in the competitive scene. It's gonna start all the way from scratch. It's really hard to do. One, it's really hard to do, and the second thing is these events are kind of unfair. They make you have to spend a lot of time, even when you get the items necessary to do with them. It's still unfair. You do feel cheated too because of the pricings in the exchange shop. In this event, your goal is to pick up as many chips as possible. Well, not chips, bytes. I think, they call them bytes. Your main goal is to pick up as many bytes as possible by the time the event ends, so you may exchange them for various items in the shop for the current event. For this one in particular, I think this is the best chip event, personally, I've seen so far, so that's why I did it. That's why I dumped a whole bunch of time on it. I spent a whole week. I dumped a whole week on it. Very unhealthy, not good for you. Not gonna do it again. This was as far as I'm concerned, this is the only one. This is the last one I'm doing, because it takes too much time. Too much time, and I got other things to do. And that's probably, I'd say, one of the hugest problems with this game, is the events take a good deal of your time to get anywhere in. They just do, and it's garbage. The amount of the amount of unfairness is, in terms of getting items, it is pretty bullshit. Drop rates, terrible. Even when you have the items that increase your drop rates, actually makes the queuing terrible. Makes queuing terrible. This is actually the biggest part about it too, because co-op is the funnest thing about this game. If there is one thing I could say, really good about this game, it's the co-op. Co-op is an amazingly fun experience. It's fun to play with other people and with other, tamers and their Digimon. If you ever watched the anime like I did, all that shit, all of that stuff. Personally, for me, I like, I wish I had like a Justimon. I know it's a terrible Digimon, but it would totally be the partner Digimon I would want. For this game in particular, the partner Digimon I actually have is actually Craniumon, which is what I'm using right now. Pretty good Digimon. Pretty good Digimon. Do I wish it was, do I wish that I could have, Justimon? Yeah. Yes. But Justimon isn't that good competitively. So it's not my top goal at the moment. I would like one. I would like one rank 4 at some point, but it's just not my goal right now. It'll be amongst my team, but it's not my goal right now. I think my goal right now is just to get my +4 Susanumon done, which I have the materials for. I have, and it honestly did take a week to. In order to really get a +4 Susanumon, you really did have to burn a whole week into this, and that's stupid. Because the pricing is also stupid. Also doing all the uh, all the extra stage hours. You have to make sure we're in every extra stage hour. Well, not everyone. I'd say about 3. I got into 3 extra stage events, hours for this event. Basically, extra stages are very limited. It's kind of like happy hour on like mazes on Monster Legends with the maze events, except you actually just do boss battles. That's all it is. You do the normal 3 rounds, and then you get the extra stage, which you fight a huge boss. And those events give you fragments. It's nice. For this chip event in particular, naturally you could have encountered the star Digimon for the event. So in this case, Suzanumon and or Gaiomon. Which Gaiomon digivolves into Suzanumon. I didn't really remember Gaiomon all that much, but I did remember Suzanumon as one of the main reasons why I did this event, because Suzanumon is cool. Suzanumon is really cool. If there's one monster, Digimon I remember, besides Galamon in terms of mainstream, it's Suzanumon. Suzanumon is the man, currently the best Digimon in the game, and I'm going to be able to get him to rank 4, which is cool. Right? It's also a really hard Digimon to get ranked up, because it requires you to have not only just additional fuel, but additional fragments of said Digimon. So in all, you have to have, not including the build-up Digimon. Build-up Digimon's another story. But just to get, let's say you wanted to get a rank 4 Suzanumon, what you need to first have it at Gaiomon, which is 21 fragments, at max rank, which is +4. I will say the ranking system, in all honesty, it's easier than Monster Legends. Like, you don't need 1,700 cells of a single monster. You only need 72 fragments in all. But getting the fuels is a pain in the ass. You could say it's a much more pain in the ass rather than just straight up buying the cells or just doing the gacha. But the gacha is really not all that good, because the odds of you getting a +4 mega are shit. I don't suggest doing the gachas, with this is a gacha game. I don't recommend doing the banners that give you the megas that guarantee you to drop a +4. It doesn't guarantee a +4, but it just guarantees you a mega. These are terrible. That was actually a good game. I don't know why I left it. I left a pretty good game there. That had like a pretty good sweep team going on there, and I just left it. I was like, goodbye. It's like, oh, that's a good one. Finding a game. Here's another issue. Finding a game. If you don't have a chip, you will not find a game. If you have C chip, and you probably won't find a game. You'll find a game with C chips, but you'll never find a game that will help you farm. C chips have the lowest. Not only have the lowest pickup rate, which is just an additional +1. Chip for every chip you find. These chips stack, by the way. They increase the amount of bytes that you get. C chips just don't cut it. B is if you have B, you basically have your decent ticket. See, even this guy. See, the one guy even said A, B, no C's, because the C's don't drop anything. They just don't. They also implemented stats increase now with the chips, so that's also a huge thing. That's just another problem. But back to the ranking up thing, in all honesty, it's kind of more realistic in terms of ranking up stuff. It is easier, but it's also grindier. The setback it is grindier. So it is, in terms of maxing out your monsters, it's fairer than Monster Legends, because you don't have to have 1,700 or 1,690. I don't know the exact number. But to get maximum rank 5, that kind of feel. But in this game, you only need 72 fragments. You don't even need 72 fragments of the thing you want fully ranked up. You only need 21. It varies for special Digimon, like, again, Suzanumon. Suzanumon, you need 21 of the thing you're trying to get it from. So, like, Gaiomon, for example, you would need 42 at that point, which I actually did. I actually managed, throughout my grinding through the entire week, I actually did manage to get a 42 Gaiomon fragments. No chips involved. This saved me a bunch. This will save me a bunch of chips. I also managed to get a few Suzanumons. I got 7 Suzanumon fragments. This saves me a lot of chips because they're the most expensive Digimon, and I saved a bunch of chips. The problem is though, I bombed a week for it. That's the thing. That's outrageous. What time we got here? We're just gonna do this fight. This is probably the last fight for the entire event, so we'll do it. Even if they both have C chips. They both probably have C chips, so this isn't going to be good clearing at all. Like 0 clearing. Because again, the chips now also increase your base attack stats to make the grinding faster. So B is mandatory to clean fast. You know, it's just mandatory now. Like, period. Because if you have a C chip and it's just not good base, yeah, it's just C. Look at this guy's base stats compared to Craniumon's. You know, look at the attack stat. It's doubled that. It's double. It's just double whatever his number is. It increases the amount of clear time, or at least it decreases the time you take to beat the game. People also want you to have +4s already. So, in all honesty, I recommend this. If you're just starting out the game, they actually give you a lot of Digistones for free. Here's what I recommend you do. Don't do the events. don't do any of the chip events. Wait till you actually, get a good spot. You know what I mean by that is, just grind out the fuel first. You basically get 3 starter legendaries. You get those for free. You grind out all your fuel. You wait for quest ticket events. I did a video on this where they had a new kind of feature where you can buy quest tickets. Save your Digistones for that. Then you can get any Digimon you want. You don't literally just pick it. It's drawn at random, but the odds are you'll get the thing you wanted. Like for me, I wanted like when I did the quest ticket event, I wanted like Justaimon, and I did get Justaimon. I did get enough to craft them. I did not get them enough to rank them up to 4, well, which is a sad thing. Again, that's a sad thing. But I got something I wanted. I did get at least stuff that I wanted. I can actually craft them naturally, but I'm not going to do that. I'd much rather have them at rank 4 because I can use them at competitive at that point. What else? But yeah, so save your Digistones for the tickets. If you're a new player, you get a bunch of Digistones when you start out. Save it for the ticket events. Don't waste it on those free mega things. It's garbage. It is garbage because you're gonna be training anyway. That's the point of this game. You're gonna be training Digimon anyway. It is actually better to train Digimon naturally than it is to just get them from the gacha. Gacha is unreliable because you're gonna be breaking those down into monsters anyway. If you do get a +4, +3, and +4. You got lucky. That's all I have to say. That's literally the luckiest thing ever because the gachas is really terrible. I watched someone do like a 20,000k, 20k, or like, not 20k, 2,000k stones. I saw a 2,000k stone opening, and the majority of the things they got were non-awakened and just terrible. You're guaranteed. Some didn't even get anything. Like they're just starting now with the guaranteed. When you draw 10, you're guaranteed at least 1 mega, but you're not guaranteed a plus. The plussing is a luck thing. If you get a +3 or +4, you basically just skipped a great deal of training, and you've essentially saved yourself time, which is nice. But that was luck based. You got lucky. The majority of people don't get lucky on their first try. That's just not the thing. This is just not. So very good for you. I am happy. If you do get a +4 through your first pull for those megas that you guaranteed get, congratulations. You beat the odds and you got above and beyond, which is nice. So it saves you a bunch of time. So you can do rank play right away. But you can only, in all honesty, you only do rank play right away when you do get 3 +4s. I'm just saying, ranked is unfair. Just like the competitive scene is unfair. All I see is +4s, and I'm easily squashed. There is no point in doing Coliseum mode. Coliseum is basically PvP until you have +4 Digimon. That's the thing. You have to have +4 Digimon. It's just the thing. So I will say, after you get your ranked 4 Digimon, You can either do the events if you're missing some Digimon you would like, do the events that pop up, the chip events if you wanted to, but just keep in mind those are grindy. Again, those aren't the best way to get fragments too, but if you want to have that is the main, you could say that's the main thing of this game. That's the game right there, is to play the events, but I will say only do it when you have ranked up. At least rank 2. Try for at least rank 2 or 3. People don't like non-ranks and rank 1. I'm doing it right now because it's just what I have available. It's what I had available and I needed to do this event. I'm just gonna straight up grind fuels now and just wait till I get a +4 to do any form of event again. Not a chip event. I'm not doing chips events again. As far as I'm concerned, I'm retired. I got what I want. I got Suzanumon, one of the best Digimon in the game, according to Growl.net, which is the preferred. It's kind of like the Monster Legends wiki of this game. If you come from my side of Monster Legends, or if you're not new, that's kind of that feel. But yeah, I will say the worst things about this game is drop rates, and 2. Oh my god. Okay, I take that back. 2 is drop rates. 2 is the second complaint is drop rates. The number one thing I hate about this game is the match system. The match system is garbage. And remember when I said the best thing was it was co-op? Yeah, that gets demolished when we talk about the match system. Trying to find a game is awful. Whoever designed this queuing system needs to look back on what a good queuing system is, because this doesn't work. The queue system for this does not work. It just does not. It does not work. It is annoying. It is stupid. It needs to be changed. That's what it needs to be. They should probably make it like they kind of should make it like teammates based on your power or your chip. I think people would like that more if they base it on what chip is currently equipped, so that way everyone has the same chip, or what have you. It'd be better. I think that would be a better system. I think everybody would agree with me. The community would agree with me. Just Digimon Link community would agree with me on that. They just would. Because yeah, people would find more games. Even the people that just got the basic chip, like the C chip, would be happy with that. They can get their games faster. The only problem is their clear is going to be terrible. Again, the stats, you double your attack based on the chip. So yeah, you want to make sure you have a beat for that. That's just mandatory. And that was the last Bonchumon I will see dead. I don't know, I feel kind of sad. I gotta feel bad for Bonchumon. I've went through this dungeon so many times. It's a crime. You can add same enemies to that list, like for the event. You will run into the same Digimon. The Digimon you fight never changes. And see, okay, look at this right now. This super effective right here. That was their C chip. They only have one. I have like 2 other partners. They both had C chip, and we only got 1 out of that. We got 1. I mean, they both got 1 from their chip. I have 2 from mine. See, mine's just basically a double C. So basically, if every single person has B, we get 6 chips. We get 6 chips plus the things that dropped. So I think a common drop from me would probably have to be 12. If I looked at all of the common drops in my games, if we just got like 1 fragment, just not 1 fragment, 1 chip throughout that entire match, I would say 12 would be the thing. 12 or, well, not even 12. I will say 2. Let's say like 2 bites drops, 2 bite drops in one in one match. We get 12 out of that. That's a good match. And honestly, that's a good match. But here's the catch though. That's not a lot. Compared to the things that they're asking for parsings, that's not a whole lot. You need to do it quite a few times in order to get anything from this event. So that was the last thing. I click next, and it won't be there anymore. It is done. It is gonzo. That was the end of the event that I spent six weeks on. Well, not 6 weeks, 6 days, 6 or 7 days. I think it closed. It kind of closed on the 7th day, immediately. So I'm basing it on that. So now I'm done with it. It is now done. I am now done with this event. It's done. So this is how much I got in the end, in terms of chips. I got 3,191 chips. So not even 3,200. Ah, man, I really wish I got that. That would have been nice. At least to get 200. So this is how much I got. Now the glorious thing is see. Okay, well, first off, look at all the pricings here. Ridiculous, just for one fragment. It's ridiculous how much the pricing is in this game. One fragment, 25 bytes. Again, you only average probably 12. Probably 12 if you have B. I will say that you have to. Everyone has to have B, and if the enemies dropped, at least 2 bytes that game, that's 20. I mean, like, that's 12. Obviously, I think if everyone had B, everyone got like 21 if 3 dropped, which was really good. It was either 21 or, well, actually that was a good one. Good one. Sorry, I think that was, if that was 4 bytes dropped. 2 was 12. I do believe 3 was 18 or 16, and then 4 was 21. Whatever 4 was the 21 drops. 21 chips in total. But that's if you had, I think that's if you had B. Like, every single person had B. The drop rates again are stupid, and the cost for each fuel, just for one fuel, is stupid. Look at this. So let's say if you actually just played this for 2 days, it would cost you, not only would it cost you a lot to get the digifuels for Gaiomon, but you wouldn't even afford it. You couldn't even afford the 7. Look at this. 7 fragments, it costs you 30 chips. It's crazy pricings. It's stupid. I will collect these in another video. I'm gonna do this in a video. I'm not gonna do it on stream. I will make a separate video what I choose to get, because I am just that guy. I'll take a few hours to decide on it, make a video, and bam, that's all the stuff that I get. Guaranteed stuff I'm gonna get. Straight up the bat, the 100 Metal Eddymon. Metal Eddymon isn't exactly a competitive monster. He is the Heyman of this game. People from the Monster Legends community will know what that means. It's like a really cool Digimon, but his skill is awful. His ultimate, like his signature skills is awful. It's just not even a guaranteed AoE. It's not even a guaranteed stun. It's an AoE stun, which is, stunning is cool, but in this game it's just not good. Unless it does, I think unless it does damage, but it does no damage. Like Metal Eddymon does no damage, and they need to fix that. But it's good for throwaways. It's good for plussing. You do need other Digimon. Like, the thing with this game is you need 72. Not only do you need the 72 fuel, again, it's not for that specific Digimon. You only need 21 for the one you want. The rest is just broken up from there. So that would be like 51 51 other fragments, right? I think that's the case. Oh, excuse me. So 51 fragments of other Digimon. You also need 4 throwaways, so you can use the Metal Eddymons as your throwaways. Personally, if you have already good Digimon and you're already doing good in the Colosseum, I recommend just tossing the mutant Digimon. There's no point in keeping the and honestly, I don't think you need the mutant Digimon if you're just starting out. If you need to get all your full party together, I recommend that. You can't really plus them if you're low ranking anyway, so I recommend that. There's no point to keeping a mutant Digimon you can't get to rank 4. You can only get to rank 4 mutant Digimon if you do well in the Colosseum, so that's just the thing. But yeah, that's it for this video. This is where I'm at. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna make a review on this game, even though this whole stream was a review. I'm sorry about that. I just went on and on. I will be making a review video too with this. But I hope you guys loved the stream nonetheless. I don't know how entertaining this was. Let me know in the comments below. I'm sorry there wasn't as much matches. It's just the thing. I wish there was more too. There just wasn't. Uh, but yeah, thanks so much for coming to the stream. I'm Nid the Awesome. I hope you guys have a wonderful night.